From a modern day perspective, virtual reality is all about generating a virtual environment that effectively, once we enter into it, tricks our senses into believing it is our real physical environment. If we want to look strictly at dictionary definitions of the constituent words of the term, virtual is defined as existing or resulting in essence or effect, though not in actual fact, form, or name, whereas reality is defined as the totality of all things possessing actuality, existence, or essence. Pulling those two words together, we get that virtual reality is about a combination of our human experience and the virtual world. We know that the virtual world is not real in the physical realm that we live in, but because once we get immersed into that world, it actually presents to our senses very similar inputs as the real physical world, we are able to experience it as we would the real world when virtual reality is implemented at a high level. The applications of VR are plentiful. For example, using VR, we can experience scenarios or environments that would normally lie outside of our comfort zones or outside of our possibility entirely. Think about exploring a virtual Mars or the inside of a volcano, for example. Using VR, we can interact with others without having to be in close physical proximity to those others, as is the case right now in medical applications where expert surgeons are able to perform surgery on patients thousands of miles away by using state-of-the-art medical VR systems. In fact, in today's world, we need not look very far to find applications of VR in many industries and fields like health, education, the military, arts and engineering, archaeology, architecture and marketing, just to name a few. Even though VR research has been ongoing since the early 1900s and even a bit earlier, it's expected to become more mainstream today because very common devices like